everyone, this is Anna Alexander, and it is opening weekend of Universal Pictures' latest holiday, soon-to-be classic, Violent Night. And I was actually trying to see this last Thursday, but we've had snow in my area, roads weren't so great, so I finally got to see it today, being Sunday, and I am so glad I've made it. This movie, So as always, I'm going to try to keep this as spoiler-free as possible. My goal is just to give you some idea whether or not you want to spend your money and risk going to a theater to go see it. And the answer is yes and no, and I'll let you know later on. Basic premise. It's Christmas Eve. Santa's delivering gifts. He happens to be at the house of some very wealthy people as they're getting robbed by some very bad men. Now he has to help save this little girl and her family from the bad guys. Oh, it's so much more than that. It's so much more than that. So this movie is called Violent Night, and that is an understatement. It is violent. Make no mistake, it is violent. If you saw the trailer, that was just a taste, just a sampler. It's violent, and then it's violent, and then it's violent some more, and then it takes a turn to crazy town, batshit central. Now, I enjoy like a good fight scene and some violence I'm okay with. I don't care for gore. Gore, just not into it. This movie is gory in spots, probably a little bit more gorier than I personally prefer. However, I know they could have taken it way further. And the fact that they didn't, I actually appreciate it. But there's some things, okay, so if you watch some of my reaction videos, you know when then things get tense and maybe a little bit heated and I have to put my fingers near my ears and I kind of squint because it helps me get through whatever horribleness is about to come. So this was me in my Dolby Theater reclining seat the whole last half of the film. Just it just goes off the rails, and it's great. It's so over the top that as people are getting maimed and whatnot, I'm laughing hysterically, not because they're getting maimed, but because I know what led up to it. I know that the writers were writing, they were pitching ideas, they were pitching it to the producers, they were giving it to the directors. Somebody said, this is great. They cast it, they costumed people, they choreographed it, they shot it, they edited it, they put it out. That whole process to bring insanity, it delights me to no end. And so seeing it, while crazy and just over the top it is, it's just kind of fun watching Santa kick ass. David Harbour is just fantastic, brilliant. You're gonna hear Zaddy Santa for a while. At the very, very beginning when we meet him, I kind of empathize with him way too much. He is so cynical and he's just so, just about how Christmas has just become, it's so commercialized. It's all about consuming. We just want more and more and more. And nobody seems to appreciate things. It's all about what are we going to get next, the objects, and is it just wanting money and video games? And that's how I feel at Christmas. It's just, I try very hard every year not to get sucked into that just consumerism of it. And it can be really difficult to overcome. And so him dealing with that beginning, I was on his, I was like, Santa, I get you, let's have a drink. Because that would be way more fun than what you have to do. But watching his progression and seeing some of his backstory was just great. The only complaint I have, and it's a small complaint really, is basically the whole heist and the bad guy things. John Leguizamo, I love John Leguizamo. I love everything he does. However, in this, they didn't give him really enough. His character was pretty one-dimensional bad guy. I wish they'd given him a little bit more. The heist itself, the logistics, as soon as you see Al, the sole guy running the gate of the compound, and then you see the security afterwards in the house itself, and I'm thinking, this isn't making sense. It's not adding up. So it was just kind of weak, the setup and the heist. But that's okay, because we're not coming to see Violent Night for the heist. We're coming to see Santa go ape shit, and it delivers on that in spades. Probably one little teeny tiny thing was the big crucial, the pinnacle moment. The words were there in the script. Just the sentiment wasn't being conveyed, so I don't feel as if it was earned. The payoff, what happened after that, for me doesn't feel earned. And I don't want to say too much because, again, I don't want to give it away. But if you see it, you might go, oh, okay, I get it. I get what you're going with. But again, small complaint in an overall fun film. So should you go to a theater to see it? Yes, I said yes or no earlier, and this is why. Wherever you see it, you need to see it with a bunch of people who haven't seen it before. So whether it's in the theater or wait until you stream at home, I think you need to go see it with others so that you can all at the same time go, oh my goodness, what the hell? I took my oldest was with me, and she was laughing because there was one scene in particular when things were going really off the rails. And she said that we both at the same time went, oh no, oh no. The same way with the same inflection, but because I was curled in a ball like this, I didn't hear us, but she heard both of us at the same time do it and just thought it was hysterical. So yes, I'm sure the audience that I was with, the few people, very few people in our theater, thought I was probably crazy because I was dying. I also think this is a movie that will benefit from multiple viewings. So the first time you see it, you're just going, ugh. And then after you know how it lays out and how it falls, the dominoes fall, I think you can watch it again for anything you might have missed while you were too busy processing what was being thrown at you. So yes, Violent Night, I think you'll enjoy it. I think you'll have a good time, and I do think it's something that you're gonna watch every year. So I would love to hear what you all thought about it. And if you haven't thought about seeing it, go, you'll have a ball. So yeah, so thanks so much, y'all. Take care of yourself, stretch your body. If it's icy out, watch your steps, be kind to yourself and to others and to retail workers this time of year. Be nice. So thanks again, y'all. And until next time.